And then we said, well, what programs exist? What programs are out there that make the university uniquely who they are? So we looked at all those pieces and asked university presidents to go back, work with their teams, and build plans. MUW is one of those places that it's very small. They're not growing, and the business plan, you know, they couldn't reach FY10 appropriated over time, and so we've had to be real creative, and so which is what led me to direct the presidents at both universities to put their teams together to find ways that they can find monies, find savings. And you know, obviously, you know, when you think about it, a university of 2,400 versus a university of 18,000 plus, they really have to do the same things, same types of things. They have to have HR offices, they have to have all those things. And so what we're trying to find out now is there a way that Mississippi State can bring their size to bear and do certain functions for MUW as sort of an outsourcing, if that makes sense. Can you as Mississippi State pick up X functions for me as the W and do it for a fee that would be a smaller amount than I could do it by doing it myself. They met today to sort of finalize some things. I should be getting some recommendations from them in the next few weeks. I've asked that most of these savings, that the effort be made for them to be implemented by July 1 for our next fiscal year.
So what are some of the examples of the service? Is it mainly services or is it academic?
Well, academics will be, you know, let's set academics aside. Primarily we're talking about back office types of operations, whether it's internal accountability or accounting or human resources or, you know, so we're looking under every rock to find ways that we can save money. I think that the number is going to be very large in terms of the amount of money that we're going to be able to save by teaming. Now, back to your question about academics, we're also looking at, you know, how can we have some sort of joint ventures between the two universities that make sense for students. Nursing, or is there a way that we can, and they've actually signed a memorandum of agreement around nursing and the culinology programs, which just, you know, just makes sense. And so
so that's happening already.
That is happening
Right.
already. They've already signed an agreement. Right. We'll be putting these other efficiencies measures in place just as soon as they've worked out the details of what that will look like. We have this opening in Alcorn State. We haven't started either search. Several board members mentioned that they really wanted us to revisit how we conduct that process. Made sense to me that we make certain that the process is where we want to need it before we start a new search.
What do you mean, whether to hire a search firm or whether to...
How the committees are selected, how individuals on campus give, how they participate. So we've been walking through every part of the process. You know, they've done a number of search. The board has done a number of searches, and so obviously there have been some lessons learned. Lots of people want me to hurry up with a search. I'll be frank, I'm in no rush to do a search. I will not hesitate to put a extended interim in place. I'm real concerned about the financial stability of MUW. I think it's very, very difficult to put a president in place to find someone really talented out there when we have all the issues that are facing MUW.
So are you saying that those issues need to be resolved or stabilized somewhat before
I think
a facility
I
change?
think that the smart move is to really work on the issues that are facing us. At least understand them, put a plan in place, because I'm not certain who's going to want to come in under the kind of circumstances that we're talking about right now. And it just,